Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Gamer Guardians podcast. I'm your host, Danny Martinez, the Drunken Guardian. And again, today we are missing the Sober Guardian, Danny, but we do got Boneless Bones. Kevin, what's up?
What's going on, guys? Boneless Bones in a different setup.
different studio.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I'm in the run.
Randy the Ragnarok.
Hello. I'm looking for a different picture to change my shit to. I
Yeah,
just don't know what to put.
always. So this is episode 85 of 85 of the podcast, and we don't have a lot going on today. We have one big topic today, as you guys probably know from the show description. We'll talk about the PlayStation Plus tier program that they're coming out with, which is pretty much their answer to Game Pass. We'll talk about whether that seems worth it or not. But the first thing we'll talk about real quick that we can get through fairly fast is just the fact that Nintendo has announced that the Breath of the Wild sequel, Breath of the Wild 2, is being delayed until 2023, early 2023. And a lot of people are upset about it. I'm honestly not surprised about it. Like I wasn't expecting it because you don't hear a thing about it. I worry, and then they're just gonna delay it when they don't start saying anything, any updates or anything like that. So I wasn't surprised, and it's not that big of a deal. I don't really touch my Switch for the most part, in my opinion,
Hey, yo.
except for any big titles come out, like Metroid. I still want to play Kirby at some point. But the other thing, actually, with the Zelda thing, and I find this really funny. I know this is something to complain about. Is people are saying, "Oh, Nintendo, since you delayed Breath of the Wild 2, you owe us something, so you should come out with Wind Waker HD remake for the
What
Switch."
kind of
Yeah,
this little entitled fucking shit? Another
entitled
case
shit.
of
So,
what is it? The Primal Rage? No, the dinosaur thing.
oh yeah, the Exo Primal.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. It's the same situation.
Oh,
Like,
it should be Dino Crisis. No, it shouldn't. They don't have the companies don't owe you shit.
exactly. That's my thoughts.
You're
It's
gonna buy it
just
regardless. You're gonna give me the fucking
Nintendo.
money either way.
Nintendo don't owe you anything, and maybe they would be nice enough and do something like that, and that would only be because they choose to. They don't owe you anything.
Yeah, they fucking the fuck out with that one.
Yeah, so I found that funny. I think that was a funnier, more interesting news tidbit than the actual delay itself. Because again, I'm not surprised by it. So does this affect you guys at all? I don't know if you guys played the first one and you're waiting for the second one.
I spent 80 hours playing the first one, and I did not even complete like 50% of the game.
Mm,
I was like halfway done with it mentally. Um, for me, it doesn't matter because no news is bad news for a game. And like, I
yeah,
didn't hear anything about it for like what the 2 years that they announced. They announced like what 2019, 2020.
yeah, yeah. And they showed the same. They pretty much showed the same
Yeah,
teaser as always.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's fine. So what? The game is. Listen, if it's another year we have to wait, that means that the game might be more bigger than Breath of the Wild one, and that's honestly, I'm fine with that. I can wait another year for a game because we have so many games coming out this year. You can wait. You're gonna be delayed distracted till 2023. Like we
Mm.
got Furby that just came out. We have Sonic, an open world Sonic game coming out. So
What?
yeah, there's an open world Sonic game coming out
Oh wow.
later on. December, October, I believe it's coming out. Supposedly it's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That might get delayed, but stop being such entitled bitches and complaining about things that we can't control. They need more time. Let that shit cook a little bit more. Unless you want another Cyberpunk S game that
Yes, that's a good
takes
point.
a year that comes out, and then you complain about it. But yeah, it's like stop bitching about things. Stop complaining about things that we can't control. Let
Yeah.
them take that time. It's gonna either make the game better or worse depending on what happens. So just wait till
And
then.
Nintendo has always been about quality. Rarely do they release a lot of patches and stuff, so they're gonna take their
Especially
time.
especially with one of their franchise games.
Yeah.
So they're obviously if they're saying we need more time for this game, let them have it. It's one of their babies. But yeah, that's
Randy,
how I feel about it.
what about you, Randy?
I played the first, didn't beat it. It got kind of old fast, and honestly, like a delay is better than a shit game. It's just if you don't have a game to play with, just play with yourself. It's fine. Don't worry.
Play
There's enough of
play
that.
with your Wii, not your Switch.
Basically, um, there's no real reason for anyone to be complaining about it, but everyone's always gonna bitch about something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The game could have literally no flaws, and that in of itself is gonna be a fucking flaw, and it's still gonna be like, oh, why isn't Link hair's just like 1 inch longer than it was like in the trailer?
Yeah.
Which, by the
Yeah.
way, long hair Link, yes,
Yeah.
Zaddy.
Yeah. You
The
feel
Zaddy.
zaddy?
dude, hell yeah,
Zaddy?
Zaddy.
Yeah.
I'm excited as shit for that.
Yeah, so that's the quick announcement with that. It's being delayed for anybody waiting for it. Wait a little bit longer. Have
Can I,
fun with any other freaking Zelda game that's out there. There's plenty of shit to play.
No,
can I,
even
can
then,
I,
people are still playing the fucking first one and finding out new things to do. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way that they can fucking be like, oh, we're done with this. No, you're not. No, the fuck, you're not.
yeah.
can I bring up a topic that's not one of them that you brought up,
Mm,
but it's a very strange topic that I heard about. So I know it's a fighting game related, so I'm gonna take my shot. So there's a character that they just released in Guilty Gear,
Oh, Testament.
and it Testament, and they revealed that, not trying to go deep into the topic, but that the character is transgender, and I was like, that's cool. But then if you go to Twitter, you see everybody, they're like, yeah, well, fuck Testament and this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah. I'm like, why does that matter? It's a it's a fighting game.
yeah.
What is the point of this? And they're just like, nah, they hide. I'm like, you guys are kind of weird. I just play the fighting game just to play the
That's
character.
actually, since we're on the topic of people complaining about little things like that, like there's the same thing with Fortnite. I'm not a huge fan of Fortnite, but they made a new mode, a no build mode, and people making such a big deal about this. I'm like, yo, it's a
But you don't have
mode
to play it.
that you don't have to play. What is there to complain about?
If I want to shit on Apex, I just don't play ranks. That's it. That's it. But
Oh,
I don't
Kev,
want to.
did you see the Dokkan exercise?
Yeah, bro.
Don't par.
Don't bubble. I was like, no, I don't want this.
So
But I'll
Dokkan
do
Battle
it.
is actually now going to be a fitness game.
Dokev,
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Dokev,
Doken.
Yeah, no,
Doken.
Dokkan,
Doken. Oh,
the DBZ
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, yeah,
It's going
yeah.
to be
The phone,
fitness.
the mobile thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fitness.
Oh, huh?
Fitness.
How?
It, I don't know. Fucking, I guess the way that you move your phone
So you're not. So you're working out.
with the characters. Yeah.
That's weird.
Randy, what if you start stroking the phone? Is that gonna
Man,
work?
there's this
I mean, with
website.
Gogeta, yeah.
There's this website. I gotta find it at some point, but there's a website where this dude he has a whole exercise class based
Mhm,
off a particular anime character to make you, like, quote unquote, look like that character. Like, they got a
mhm,
Saitama workout, they got a Goku
On YouTube.
workout. No, it's an actual web page. Like, it's an actual, like, service. I'm sure that he probably has clips or videos on YouTube. I guess, but
mhm,
I know it's a
mhm,
website where he has like a bunch of workout programs for you to do to look like your
mhm,
favorite anime character. It's interesting.
mhm. First of all, if anybody does the Saitama workout, they're gonna die.
I mean, what was it? 100 push-ups,
In
100
the beginning,
sit-ups
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 crunches, 100 mile. What is it? 100 mile dash. I mean,
per
100 miles
day.
run per day.
Per day.
That's what I mean. Every day you're gonna have to
and
do
just a
that,
banana.
and just a banana, bro. I'm like, you're gonna die. That's an excessive amount of
If
workout,
if you're not used to it, it's gonna fucking hurt.
Oh,
bro.
of course.
Your limbs are gonna explode on that 100th day. You go to punch somebody, and then just like your whole body explodes from the impact. It's like this. We've been holding this in for a minute, man. We got
Yeah, one punch for sure.
Yeah. All right, so
and
that's it for the Zelda thing. We're on to our main topic again. It's the short day today, so we'll have a short episode. Sony has revealed that they have the solution to Game Pass, supposedly, and they have 3 tiers that's going to happen. And let me get through these tiers real quick. PlayStation Plus
Mhm,
Essential is the typical one that everybody has. They have 2 monthly downloadable games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage for saved games, online multiplayer access, and that is going to be $59.99 annually. The PlayStation Plus Extra is a new one, provides all the same benefits as Essential. It is $100 annually, which will give you 400 of of PS4 and PS5 games, including PlayStation Studio catalogs of third party games. They are downloadable for play. And then there's PlayStation Plus Premium. So that's all the benefits from both Plus Extra and Plus Essential. It'll offer, on top of that, 340 games from PS3, PS2, PSP, and PS1. And what else? What else? What else? You can stream the games using PS4 and PS5 consoles and PC. Time limited game trials, so in a sense, you can download demos in a sense to try out some games that were released to see if you like it before you buy. That is $120 a year. So there is a separate article that I found on Gamerant because a lot of people had the question of, are they going to release day one games that are released like Game Pass does? And their answer is no, they're not. So they're not going to be releasing first party Sony games day one on this, quote unquote Game Pass. And that's an interesting choice. I forget the president's name, but Jim Ryan. He did say that it's not set in stone. This is not something that they decided, and it's never going to happen. But for right now, when they release this Game Pass, or I don't know what they're calling it exactly.
Do you want me to put them away?
I mean, Sony. What are they calling it? PlayStation Plus Premium,
Ultimate.
I guess, or PlayStation Plus
Ultima.
So they might possibly in the future add those day one games. So who knows? But aside from that, my opinion on it is I'm not impressed, especially with the fact that if you look at the monthly price for the Plus Premium, it's $17.99 versus $15 for the Game Pass on Xbox. So it's actually cheaper to get the Game Pass on Xbox and play day one games on top of a shit ton of really good games that they have on Game Pass versus PlayStation Plus Premium, which is the only really selling point is that you're playing a lot of classic games. Like you basically have PS1, 2, 3, 4, and PSP emulators on your system, and that's what you're paying for. I don't think that's worth it, at least for me personally, and that's mostly because I don't tend to play a lot of old and retro games. I go back to them because I'm so busy with all the new games coming out and the games that I review, etc. So it's not for me. I don't agree with this. I'm not impressed with it. It's like I feel like if anything, I would probably pay for like 1 or 2 months if I'm like really bored and there's nothing to play, and I'll jump on like an old PS1 game or something and then be done with it. So how do you guys feel about it?
Randy, why is it so spicy?
Why is this so spicy?
The cat.
I hate you.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get something.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah.
The thing I sent?
Yeah.
Nice. I found out I was looking for some shit. But it's kind of making me think of what Nintendo did with their whole like, oh, play N64 games on your Switch. I know that the mapping isn't going to be bad, but I do want to know which games are they going to bring from 1, 2, 3, and PSP, because it's how many games are there for those 4 platforms on themselves?
340 additional games for PS3, 2, 1, and PSP.
PSP. Okay, so that's over 4 generations, only that many games that they're going to put onto it. But then for PS4 and 5, there's like 400 plus or something like that. Which one, I don't remember there being 400 PlayStation
Plus
4
games.
or 5 games. I would expect them to have bought more of the 1, 2, and 3. I'm really not gonna be interested in it until I see what's out and how it is actually done. Because if it's anything like the fucking Nintendo thingy that they did and fucked up entirely, then it's gonna be a total fucking bust.
Well, yeah, I guess if they do have that big selection of games, 340 games, watch only a handful of them will be be worth actually playing, and the rest of it is like trashware.
Yeah.
You can't sell me garbage and then expect me to like it.
'Cause
If I want,
let's say there's one game for each generation, that's 85 games per console.
Hmm.
Whereas it's gonna be about, quote unquote, 200 fucking games for the 4 and the 5.
Right.
hmm,
Because between those two consoles, how are there already 400 fucking games?
Hey, PlayStation's been out. I mean, PS4 has been out for 8, 9, 10. Oh God,
Yeah, but it
so you
doesn't
eight
tell,
seem like
years.
there's so many fucking prevalent games. Like, what, we're gonna get fucking
Well,
Knack 2 Deluxe
definitely,
Edition? Like,
definitely not a lot of standout games. I mean, I believe that they have at least come out with 200 games during its life cycle, but I'm sure a quarter of that was actually like AAA, good titles worth playing.
yeah, and there's been plenty of AAA titles that are definitely worth fucking playing for the 1, 2, the 3, and the fucking PSP as well.
Yeah.
So how is it such a low fucking number for those for those?
I'm sure that's the initial number. I'm sure that's what they're giving right now for the initial release. Just like Nintendo, they'll probably release more in the future. Again,
mm,
that question is, what are they going to release quality games? Or are they going to, release a bunch of shit, crappy imports or crappy games that just weren't well received just because they want to get it out there and say that they release
mhm,
more?
mhm. I don't know. For me, it's not worth it. It's not a bang because if I wanted to play an old school PlayStation game, and sorry if I'm looking at the camera, kind of washing the dishes while I'm talking. So it's not worth it. If I wanted to play like an old school game, saying it in a nice way, I would just emulate it because, or I'll find it for cheaper because I can find it for cheaper than the price that they're selling for games that I can play retro. Like the PSP was the only one that I was kind of like looking at, like okay, I could play like one of the games that I enjoy, or I can even play like Ape Escape or something. But
Yeah.
it's not worth 120 because that's twice the amount for like a year. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
bro. I'm paying for 2 years worth of 1 year content, and then what if they do like for the PlayStation 4 and 5? It's just like 399 PS4 games and then one PS5 game, and then I don't even have a PS5, so it does not appeal to me at all.
Yeah.
So it was like an instant turn off once I saw the PS5. I was like, I don't care. And it's not saying I don't care. It's just I don't have the system, so I can't utilize what it is innovative, but it's not appealing to like the entire demographic that I'm seeing
I
that
think
I care about.
the emulator
Uh-huh.
thing's a good point though, because I mean, I'm sure a lot of that'll be a lot of people's go-to. The problem with
Yeah,
that is just if you have an emulator, you either have to mod your PS1 Classic or some other little system like that, or you're doing it on your PC, and not a lot of people will have the benefit of doing those things. Not to say that
yeah,
they won't, but there are a lot of people who will do something like that. So that leaves Sony with that little bundle of money completely lost. But I'm sure
yeah,
there's some that will be up for trying it out, and then in the end
yeah,
they kind of just like the numbers will start dwindling down after a while.
yeah. I'm not for paying. First of all, when Xbox did it, I didn't care about it because one, it's super expensive for no reason. No, it's super expensive for the reason that you're getting, and I'm like, it makes sense. Microsoft. Sony is doing it, and it's for Sony games when Sony games don't really work well on their own. And then you want to give me like, what are they going to give us? Cyberpunk? What, like Returnal coming back? Like, I didn't play the game before. That's $120. I'm not going to pay for the game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then you have to pay for the subscription for it. I'm like, no, I'm okay with not playing like at all. It sounded good, and then it just lost me it had me at the first point, lost me at the end, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. I'm sure they'll learn from it as they go along. Because Game
Mhm.
Pass wasn't perfect when it first got released as well, but their library has gotten a whole lot better now, and I'm sure
Yeah,
PlayStation will probably be in the same situation, and their stuff will get better too.
hopefully.
I'm still bigger on PlayStation games. I play my PlayStation a hell of a lot more than I do my Xbox, but I still think Xbox does well with the Game Pass, and I still think the Game Pass will outlive it. So
Yeah,
hopefully
I,
it does
I,
something
I
good.
honest, I honestly agree that Xbox is doing better with the Game Pass because it gets more variety and it gives games that like day one releases is a fucking godsend. It's a godsend for games. So it's like if you give me if you can give me, let's say, Strangers in Paradise with this subscription as like a day one release, if it came out earlier, I would have enjoyed it. And then not
Yeah.
only that, it comes out in June for like like Japan or wherever it's at. And then it comes out later on in the year. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait that long for that. By then, I'm already gonna my library's gonna be stocked. I'm gonna be good, and my annual lease is gonna be up for my PlayStation account, my subscription, and I just pay that. I'm not gonna pay for something that one I'm not gonna use, and two it doesn't appeal to me because it means a lot if they had a day one release of games. If they think about it, I hope they think about it to actually go through it. It just makes sense. You're already giving them. You're already taking extra $60 from them with the premium. Might as well just throw in a couple. It doesn't have to be your big titles like God of War, Ragnarok, something like that, or like just give us a game that people are excited for. Like if Horizon was that shit, like
Horizon,
Horizon
yeah.
was it was a day one release. Like you got to make it that it makes it enticing to get it, not just because you want people to spend money because you're a franchise. It turns people off.
Randy, you good with any thoughts?
Um, I'll just wait to see until like someone posts their opinion about it, see what the
Mm.
options are. Because honestly, I am interested in what the hell they are going to bring, especially for PS2.
Mm.
Um, I'm just kind of nervous about it. Well,
Yeah, it's gonna be
PS1
like
too. It's like what I did like
I'm more
was
excited for the
that
PS1 stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
the um the fact that they said they're going to focus on like a lot of single player games. That's pretty fucking exciting. Like multiplayer is a little bit.
eh,
It's okay. I'm just not into playing with like others, strangers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had a
in
discussion
paradise.
before with sober. And we're like,
Mm-hmm.
no, no, thank you.
Yo, so what if right, for example, my fault for cutting you off, Randy. What if they bring Resident Evil Outbreak that
Oh God,
We'll do it.
I had that game too, man. That game was such a pain in the ass to play
alone? It was
alone.
terrible. It was
Well,
terrible.
I had the network adapter for the PS2. I bought the network adapter. I think it was specifically for that game. It was either that or oh man, I can't remember. Well, anyways, I had the adapter. Oh, I think it was for SOCOM or like one of those like military-ish type game, like Tom Clancy games. But anyways, I had the adapter for it, and I used it and played with some random people, Resident Evil Outbreak, and like you couldn't communicate, you couldn't talk to anybody, you couldn't do anything, and half the people didn't even know what to do, so they would die, and then you couldn't even
Yeah,
like finish. You couldn't finish a level.
they die and become zombies, man.
Yeah,
The best part. Spoilers.
I didn't
But yeah,
enjoy that game at all.
I enjoyed it. I only played with Kevin, and I died
Well,
with
see,
Kevin multiple times.
you didn't enjoy it because you didn't play with the right people.
Mm-hmm. True that. You
Well,
speak a fact.
you couldn't even play. Like you didn't have a friends list. You couldn't like play with people that you wanted to at the time.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll fucking roll those dice until we fucking end up in the same lobby.
Yeah, right. We'll just
Bro,
keep
just
going.
put
Like old school Dark Souls or Demon Souls.
bro, just put the code. Put your finger on the ground. Do the thing there. I'm gonna find your name.
Use use finger butthole. Oh man.
Yo,
Yeah, there's some. What are there any PS1 games that you want to play or PS2
Me?
games? Yeah.
PS2 definitely. This one I keep fucking forgetting. Um, Kevin, I'm sure you remember this one. Oh,
uh,
Chaos something?
chaos. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Stranger in Paradise. Yeah.
No, not that one. Stupid.
Chaos Legion.
Oh, Chaos Legacy.
Chaos.
Chaos
Why does
Legion,
it
Legion,
sound?
Legion, Legion, Legion.
Why does
My
it
bad.
sound
Chaos Legion.
familiar?
I feel
Chaos
like you
Legion,
read.
the fucking red haired guy,
Yeah,
the little hack
yeah.
and slash kind of ordeal.
I have that on my
That
computer.
the
I
bouncer for
played.
sure.
Bouncer. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bounce was a good one.
that one would be a really good fucking game.
Mm.
For PS1, definitely if they bring back like Einhander,
Mm.
oh my god.
Yo, Randy, what was that game that you said that was on PS1 that I've been looking for my entire life?
Trap Gunner,
Trap Gunner.
Trap Gunner.
which I think is in. I think they have it at J and L for like
200.
40 or 90. I don't
Yeesh.
I
remember,
probably.
but yeah.
Uh,
What about you, Kevin?
man, You already know the classic. We got to bring it back. We got to go to Tekken 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 1.
Tekken 3.
Nah, not Tekken 3. That was ass.
Tekken
Ape
3 was nice.
Escape. Tekken 3 was alright. I didn't like it. It was the first
I like
iteration.
the volleyball.
Yeah, it was fun.
When the ball kept changing.
Oh my god! When you just hit it with the unblockable, it was
Mhm.
broken. It was broken as hell. Ape Escape, Tekken 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Dynasty Warriors,
Yeah.
like all of them, especially the Extreme Legends. Oh,
Oh, the first Samurai Warriors for PS2.
Samurai Warriors,
Yeah.
busted. Nobunaga's Ambition. Man, that was a good game. And for PS1, I would honestly, let me see if I can think of one off the top of my head. Maybe, I can't think of one. Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head.
You know what I would
PS1 game.
love?
Oh, the old Metal Gear. For the
Metal Gear, old school
PS1.
Metal Gear, yeah.
With the weird look, I'm like, oh, I need
Metal Gear.
See, I feel like in their first round they're gonna put out Acid for like the PSP games, and that's gonna be really
Ugh.
upsetting.
Ugh.
Yo, what if they do they need to bring out some bangers if they bring out the PSP one, like Crisis Core. Oh, that
Crisis
yeah.
Core Resistance
Yeah.
was really good for PSP. Resistance the Fall of Man spin-off game.
the Kingdom Hearts was not good on the PSP.
Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, Birth by Sleep
Hey,
was not good on
I would think you still throw it in there just because it's the Kingdom Hearts series.
Yeah.
But they already released. Yeah, you know what? They pull
They still probably would.
But here's the
They
thing,
probably
though.
would.
Here's
They
the
do
thing,
it for the
though.
cripple because there's no like R2 or L2.
I bet you a lot
Mhm.
of those games that you just named or we just named right now, the problem is like they have to get the rights to be able to pretty much re-release them. So a lot of the shit we'll probably see initially is a lot of Sony published games or
Fucking
developed
Bandai,
games.
fucking Bandai Namco throws out Tekken every like so many games out, bro. It's fine.
Yeah.
They need to do that shit.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they you know they're already working on it, so like they can release that shit quick. Because I want to play Parasite Eve, Bushido Blade. That's all PS1.
I have one.
What is it?
I have one for the PS1. Dragon Ball Extreme Battles. That game.
Extreme. No, I want to play old school Japanese Dragon Ball GT. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yo, y'all remember Dragon Ball GT Final Battle?
Yeah, final. That's the one I'm talking about.
What?
Yeah, yeah. With Baby, you can unlock Baby.
And Goku with the different voices as he
Yep.
transformed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy game. Shit. What else?
The side scrolling. Well, the 2.5D Naruto fighting games. Which ones were those? Ultimate Ninja.
Ultimate Ninja.
They had
Yeah.
those. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
PS2,
PS2.
PS2.
Because Storm,
PS2?
that's for PS2. Because Storm was the arena fighter. That one was the first one was in 3, the PlayStation 3.
Oh.
But they had Ultimate Ninja, which they had like different platforms, and then they did a little Big Planet thing where you had the foreground and the background that you could fight on.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good fucking game.
I'm not gonna lie, that game had the best supers. It's even better than because and sorry for going on a tangent, but like Ultimate Ninja Storm has like the best looking graphics for the supers, but like the Ultimate Ninja regular had the best like specials because some of them were just downright gorgeous.
Yeah, they really went a lot for the animation.
Yeah.
Storm 1 has good attention to detail.
Yo, Storm One has the Kabuto special is the most scariest looking one by far. You get attacked by zombies, that's terrifying.
On Naruto though, for the PS2, there was like a beat 'em up that I really enjoyed playing.
Uzumaki Chronicles.
Yeah.
Uzumaki
I
Chronicles.
rented that
Uzumaki
one from
Chronicles.
Blockbuster when that was still a thing.
Huh.
I loved the kind of like skill
Metric
point system
point.
of sorts because you put in
Ooh.
little shapes, like little blocks into this kind of like a sort like little path thing, and it's it was really, it was cute. It was interesting because it's like blue, green, red, yellow, and I think there was like another color. But if the shape didn't fit, you couldn't like use it, and you had to
Mhm.
kind of angle everything. And it already came in like preset like
It's
cuts,
like the inventory system in Resident Evil 4. That's
except
the
with
best. That's
triangles.
so cool. Yeah,
Oh
I'm not.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, fucking terrible. But
No,
I
but the thing is that it was good because it limited what you can and can't do because you could have like a fucked up build, but at the same time, if one piece didn't fit, then and it was like crucial to your entire build, then you were fucked because you couldn't use
No,
that build.
bro, you know what I did? I beat the game multiple times and I got Naruto to a high level. And I just had like massive chakra and massive chakra, I mean like chakra move damage. Bro, spreading everybody with Rasengan. And the clones, they just come out, start jumping people. Everybody hitting them with Rasengan. I'm like, bro, he's dead. 30 seconds. 5 seconds at most.
That was a really
But
good fucking game.
it
Yeah.
was.
I don't know if there's anything I'd want to play on the PS2 specifically. I can't think of anything. Like
I
maybe
don't.
the Metal Gear games as well, like the other ones, like
Metal.
3, and then PS3 had 4, right? Metal Gear 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the Metal Gear games are great.
Metal Gear Acid, your favorite one.
God.
Yo, I just
Uh,
realized if they can re-release it, I want them to release Budokai. Like I want them to release it with like the actual difficulty of the game. I don't want it to be sugar coated. You know what I mean? Like if it's like PS2 difficult, it's
mm.
like PS2 difficult, not just oh this is hard. You know what I mean? Like Urban
Yeah.
Reigns was an unforgiving game, even at the lower difficulty, even at the lower levels, the game was unforgiving.
Yeah,
Like
didn't you like emulate it and you were getting your fucking ass kicked?
bro, I beat that game in 50 hours, and it's because I kept getting my ass pushed in by one enemy. That game too, Urban Range. I need that. Like, if you ever play that game, emulate it, whatever way you play it, play that game.
I don't condone emulation, because it's illegal and frowned upon.
No. But I mean, if you
Oh,
download
right.
a
The
copy
Gamer
and you bring it,
Guardian. Here at the
yeah,
Gamer Guardian, we don't approve of these things.
yeah. No, I'm talking about if you get the disc and then burn it into your system. That's what I mean. Emulate it, not pirate it.
I'll,
Because
I'll
I
just put
own
I'll just put the CD into my laptop with no CD drive. No big deal.
figure it out. Burn it. Burn the thing into your computer with a frying iron and in a skillet. Take about 30 minutes.
By the
Burn that
way,
bit.
I should mention this for anybody here in the audio version. I really apologize for all my sniffling and stuff. I got a bit of a head cold, but Kevin asked me we probably should have skipped an episode today, but I was just like, nope, the show must go on. So if you guys hear me sniffing or coughing, or if I go on mute to sneeze or something, I'm sorry about that.
He just goes,
That's first. I don't think that there has been any sniffling or anything of the
yeah.
sort.
I hope you
barely
haven't
hear
heard
it.
anything because I got the gain down on my microphone, but I'm
But
sure
you sound
something.
fantastic.
I sound sexy. Does it sound good?
Yeah.
Always.
Oh
Come
yeah.
on. Dude,
I'm not
Kevin, did you see the
Perfect.
picture I put in group chat?
Don't look at that.
Look at it.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
So
Well, if I get off, my camera cuts off.
so we got a good like 10 minutes or so. I wanted to go real quick on what we've been playing lately since we haven't talked about that recently. And I know we talked about it before the show, but now that we're out in the open here live and stuff, well, Randy, what you been up to?
I did some Elden Ring today. I'm
Mm.
still really low level compared to you guys. But
Like by 100, literally.
yes.
That's the game. Those
Because
numbers
I
don't
mean,
keep making-
I'm not exactly doing much like killing and shit. I'm just like running through any catacombs that I do find, and some of them are like kind of low level. And if not, I'm just exploring like the overworld and finding more graces and shit.
Mhm.
I did the Kalim catacombs. I did the one with the magma worm that has the moonlight, whatever the fuck it is,
Moonlight
the
Vale.
katana.
The
Moonlight Vale.
Moonveil katana.
Yeah, that one. I got that, which I'm not a fan of it. If I'm being honest,
No.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like
kind
that
of whack.
because
Kind of whack.
I
I got the
it
crystal
it's
sword and I
very
fucking
helpful
love
if
that
your
one.
build is a gravity build. I've seen some good gravity builds, so that otherwise that sword is useless.
I'm mainly glintstone. The only gravity thing that I have is the rock shower, whatever the fuck, the one that summons 3 purple stones and then lobs
Yeah,
them,
Yeah,
which has incredible range, by the way.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm knocking out the ravens and Kalim like nothing,
Mm.
hmm
especially because I got the
It,
meteorite staff that I ran into.
bro, it hurts. That like Dan was saying that hurts posture like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
no,
yeah.
because I did the lesser Erd tree underneath the Rot View balcony where like
Mhm,
you have to fight a bunch of the guardians first and then it's the putrid whatever the fuck
mhm.
his name. You know the guardians of the fucking Erd trees, like the big fat tree
You're
thingies.
the
Yeah, some of them use rot.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So that one, I from deep, I started like lobbing the fucking rocks at him, and then I was hiding behind the tree when he would summon the lightning things, and then I would
Hmm.
just like when he would kind of lose aggro and turn around, I would start just
Hmm.
throwing stones at him, and he would still take damage but not turn around and fight me, because he would like try to walk to reset, but their health stayed the same.
Hmm.
So
My
yeah,
I find that funny that you can literally fight a boss from deep, and that's the thing I hate because it's like me and Drunk are fighting these enemies up close and personal, and you guys are just like magic, 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 take potion, magic,
And me and
magic.
Kevin are running around, rolling and dodging and shit.
Yeah, we're talking about lob and magic. I was like, bro, I haven't lobbed magic since I first started
Yeah.
playing the game. Now I'm just
I
throwing. I'm doing,
but now I do the swarm. I do swarm, 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 swarm.
oh
Hit
god.
once. Swarm, swarm, swarm.
Oh wait, hold on. The katana does
wait,
blood loss buildup, right?
All
yes,
katanas do.
So it
yes,
does bleed.
Yes.
55.
Some
So
some
would it
some do
be?
some do a better build up than most than others.
So would it do? It's build up 50. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
It's base.
yeah.
50,
And
45.
and if you when you upgrade them, the
It
build
goes
up
up.
goes up more too.
Oh, okay. Wait, so arcane is good for blood loss.
And
Yes,
any status ailment, any status
So
yes.
ailment.
I will have to do int arcane
Yeah,
the way
Hmm.
that I'm going with glintstone, gravity, and this.
Yep.
Because
yeah.
it has good int scaling compared to the crystal sword, but the crystal
Mhm.
sword I like it because it's like heavier on base damage. It makes sense as to why the katana is less base damage if it has blood loss.
And
And also the spinning slash, it could hit everything like in the whole 360.
oh yeah,
Because
yeah,
its
yeah.
special move is that it like
Zelda
does the
style.
first spin half and then the other one, but it hits them like 4 fucking times and it could stagger them really well.
Yeah, the great thing if you focus on on an arcane build with your stats, whenever I don't know if you have already, but arcane will be focused more on dragon spells as well. So you
I
could
don't
do
have those yet.
a
I haven't
lot of
fought the
good
dragon.
dragon spells with those.
I mean, Dan, are
I
you
went to
using?
fight
Yeah.
him. Go ahead.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, did you get the dragon talisman thingy to
Yeah,
build up
to up
the swarm?
to up
The
this,
swarm?
yeah, the
Yeah,
spells, yeah.
yeah. I got that. It's not the best place to get it. I
Yeah.
died. Very tough.
Yeah. So aside from Elden Ring, anything else?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Your move.
I'm gold now, so that's pretty cool. I'm like ranking up and shit.
Mm.
You?
I have
Your
yet to
rank up.
touch it.
Huh?
I have yet to touch it. I have the game. I
You
told
should
you before.
definitely
I have it.
definitely get on that.
I was obsessed with that game for PSP. Like I carry that shit. That's all I played on my PSP when that was out, and then
All I
I
played was
just dropped
Guitar
it.
Man.
Of course you did. Where's your shot?
Where's your shot?
Oh, all
And
right.
what
So I'll just finish what I poured here.
about you, Kevin?
I've been doing, what is it? As of now, since I've been in Queens for a bit, I've been doing Elden Ring. I was still playing that. Fighters on my Switch. I'm gonna take my stuff. And then I've been playing Dokkan and the My Hero game, the second My Hero game that came up for mobile. The third?
Yeah,
I think the second. So I've been playing those for a bit. And then I got back into playing Bleach Brave Souls. Man, I hate that game.
that's the mobile game, right?
Yeah, I hate
Mm.
that game. Well, no, I hate My Hero because the pulls is so like crazy low, and you get the same units repeatedly, but you don't get the units you need. You get the units that they just decide to give you for My Hero. But Elden Ring, I was grinding against the boss for hours, and then I started realizing how to fight the boss. And I think her name is Mikola, the Sworded Woman or the Undefeated Woman,
Yeah,
whatever her name is.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
her. I've been fighting her for like the last 5, 6 days, like consistently. Just and it wasn't just because I like fighting. It's not that I don't like fighting that boss. That boss fight is fun as hell. And then I beat God. What is it, Godric? Is that Godfrey? The actual,
Godfrey the first
yeah, the
Lord.
first Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was a cakewalk.
Mm.
He was like by far one of the easiest bosses
Like both
that I
forms.
fought. Yeah, both forms. It
Mm.
was easy. The first form was just, it was nothing because I just kept making him bleed. And then since my arcane is so high, the blood loss was crazy. It was like it was first like 10%, then 15%, then 25%. And then it was like while I was hitting him, I was already hitting harder than than most of his health. Like I was doing like 1,000, 2,000 hits. And I'm like, why am I hitting so hard? And then I just eventually beat his first form. Then the second form, he tried to do the grab thing in the beginning. I rolled and he grabbed my mimic. And then I just watched my I watched my mimic get sent flying.
Like he suplexed them.
Yeah, he threw him up, and then it was so slow that I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just throw the swarms because my mimic is definitely dead after that. He wasn't dead; he healed, and then he grabbed it again. I was like, I'm gonna just keep throwing
Oh
swarms.
man,
He'll be all right. And
man,
then when
that
he got
game's
to me,
crazy.
yeah. And then if it wasn't blood loss that he was dying from, it was poison because that poison buildup nasty. But I want to get into Scarlet Rock because Scarlet Rock and Bleed, bro, they're dying. They're dying fast.
Don't you do fucking bleed and poison?
Yeah, I do bleed and poison, but
Yeah,
poison
this
is
motherfucker has like just 2 damage over time effects just going off at the
Yeah,
same damn time.
nah, but bleed is just blood loss is just like a chunk, but Scarlet Rot is like what
it's
3%?
it keeps going down. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a larger tick than poison because poison is like I think it's like a percent or like maybe yeah percent every second. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to do Scarlet Rot. I want 3%. I want them to hurt. I want them.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, nobody told these bosses to fight me. I came in the room. You wanted to do your little spectacle. The music started playing. The band started going crazy. That means I got to fight you. I'm not choosing to fight
Are
you. The
you
game is.
are you playing in Queens right now?
Yeah, I'm still playing in Queens. I have my system here.
Okay,
Yeah,
we gotta
yeah,
play something later.
yeah.
Um, for for me, I've been playing Ghostwire Tokyo.
How
Oh
was
Uh,
it?
yeah, how's that? I asked you and you never fucking told me.
yeah, cause you asked me early into it, and I was just like, I'm still trying to like get my bearings on that shit,
Understand it?
and it's not that great of a game. Don't buy it.
Uh-oh.
Like
Ooh,
it's
Hot take,
it's
hot
it,
take. Here
and
we
and
go.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. It is a
It's just not
it
good.
is a mediocre game. It is the most by the book, by the formula type of like first person Far Cry ish open world type game. Cause so
on both.
you have the first person view. You're fighting these really cool looking demons and stuff, but there's not that many. There's not a wide variety of the enemies,
Mm.
and the story really cliche and non-interesting.
What is it? Isekai. He
It's
reads his soul text
basically
and he can feel another word.
someone summoned some demons. They took over all of Tokyo, or at least Shibuya, like all of Tokyo.
And the world ends with you?
Ooh.
It's a lot like that. So everybody disappears but one person, and the one person is your main character, and your main character gets possessed by another guy who gives you your powers, and that's how you do your powers. So you only start off with like a wind power, and it's the wind power is essentially like the fast shooting mechanic. Like you can shoot fast
What
with
is?
it.
Hold on. You telling me you blowing people? Get out of here.
He's
it's
blowing ghosts.
it's well not even it's not even blowing like it's not literally wind. It's just like a green SMG. It's like a green like fast rate of
You
fire
gotta get
type
that
of
checked
weapon.
out.
That's all that is. And then eventually you get a red one, which is fire. The fire one is like the more heavy handed one. So he uses both his hands and he throws in.
Heavy-handed.
It's like a big AoE attack. And then there is the blue one, which is water, and he shoots it like a disc, like a destructo disc style.
Mhm.
So he does that, and that one's fucking slow as hell. So and then there's ammo,
Let me guess,
which
it multi-hits?
it doesn't multi hit, but it goes through. It goes through other enemies, and then
Piercing.
yeah, it's piercing.
So it has piercing.
So you can upgrade those. You can upgrade some traversal mechanic stuff like you can kind of do like a harpoonish type of move because there's like these birds which are tengu. They're flying above some buildings and you can grapple them to get up to the rooftops and you can jump on the rooftops. But the only reason why you go jumping on the rooftops is to get to point A to point B a lot faster. Otherwise, all I find myself doing through the majority of the game is doing really boring side quests, which are pretty much just fetch quests or kill this thing quest. or I'm collecting spirits. Like there's spirits, collectible spirits strewn all about, literally thousands.
So it's first person Assassin's Creed.
It's first person's Assassin's Creed.
It's Ubisoft. It's an Ubisoft game.
Yeah, it's a complete collectathon. It's just so much to collect. Very shallow gameplay, very shallow story.
You know what it's
The
missing?
controls are, I don't know what they were thinking about the controls in this game, but it controls like shit. I had to play with the sensitivity of everything as well as the actual video settings for at least 30 minutes before I found something that was worth me actually making it actually feel playable.
That's why you didn't reply. I'm like, oh, how's Ghostwire? And just no reply because you're fucking with your settings.
I
Like,
was
let me get
fucking
to the
with
game
settings.
first.
That's all I did. Like for the first, like I was like, why? I felt like there was a lag in the control, and then like it was, and then sometimes it was just too loose in some situations, and then the aiming is ridiculously stupid. There's no auto targeting, but there's aim assist that you have to hold down a button to aim assist, but no lock on. Yeah, it's the game's a mess. It's not bad in the sense that like it's unplayable, but it's bad in the sense that like they could have done so much better.
And it looked like it
Yeah.
was going to be really good too when it was first announced.
Yeah, yeah. The graphics are great. Graphics are amazing. Character designs are really good. This the just everything that like looks wise, aesthetics wise, it's amazing. But the gameplay obviously is the biggest thing. It's the most important thing to a game, and that's what's broken.
Jeez.
You telling me it's golden painted shit?
Say what?
What?
You saying it's golden painted shit?
It's
Like,
gold
Yeah, it's
painted
fucking
shit. Yeah.
polished
yeah,
white.
it's gold painted shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. So I am still playing it. I am trying to still beat it.
Let me know.
But
Let me know how that goes.
yeah,
Let me know how.
because I'm curious how it's gonna end, and honestly, there's not too much else to play. But you know, I am still playing other stuff. I've been playing Tunic, which is on the Game Pass. You know, so speaking of the Game Pass, so I've been playing on my Xbox for Tunic, and that's a lot of fun. Except, it's hard. So there would be some times I'm just like, I've already been playing enough Elden Ring. I don't want to play another hard game. So I play that in like little spurts here and there. And then secondly about that game, not only is there no dialogue, but anything that you read, like signs, the tutorial, is in a different language. It's in an unknown language. So you know nothing of in any context. You have to just interpret it your own way and figure that shit out. And you can get lost and read a sign, and that sign ain't gonna help you at all because it's just reading in another language.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Turn
So
left to die.
you just left there. Yeah. So I was just like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I'm just exploring. And that's pretty much the gist of the game, is that you explore and you eventually find your way, which is part of the fun. It's cool. But after playing Elden Ring for quite a while, I'm just like, I don't want to do that right now. So game is
Dude,
good. Game is good.
I just have a question for Tunic. Do you find like a device that you can read the language? Can you educate yourself?
I haven't found anything yet. Maybe there is, I would assume, but I haven't found anything yet.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah. You find little game manual pages all around the map. So like you can open up the paper and it looks like old school like game manuals like you would find in boxes and stuff in jewel cases. So that's kind of fun. And those manual pages will be hints and clues on how to play the game properly, like how to attack or block or where to go or what to do or how to use certain things. It all depends. So
Is it in your native language or
it's
is
no
it still
language.
one?
It's still just
Oh,
it's still just but it has pictures, so you can kind of still figure it out.
man, you're reading gibberish.
Pretty much. And then oh geez, what else? So Ghostwire. I'm reviewing a game right now. On top of that, that's pretty much it. I still want to play Horizon, but I haven't really played Horizon yet. So I'm not far with that. I want to jump on Returnal with the whole update too, but I haven't had time for that either.
Man, I'm here just stocking up on games. I hear you, man. Yo, when Sonic comes out, just letting y'all know, that
Oh,
might top my.
and Tiny, yeah, I want to play Tiny with
Yeah.
you guys. So we got to play that at some point soon.
we're gonna be playing Tiny Tina. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to be? Why is there a dragon? Why is there a dragon?
Yeah.
Listen, if Elden Ring does not claim my soul again for another 6 months, I'm definitely down to play some Tiny Tina. I'm gonna need a break from it after I
Damn,
beat it.
6 months.
Yeah, I can play it because it's that, and then I believe within this year, next year, there's a Gundam game coming out, and I already saw it.
Oh,
For the DS.
I don't like the look of it.
Yeah.
It's
I don't.
Overwatch with Gundam, but
It
like even
looks
more
oh
fucking
that's
generic.
exactly what I said. It looks like a
It
generic hero
is.
shooter.
No. I'm talking about for the
So,
Switch, not that one. Not
No?
that one.
oh, okay,
No, no,
okay.
no,
You
no, no.
scared the shit out of me. Okay, what's this
No,
one?
because it's the SD series, so it's like the short Gundams.
Oh, what
Yeah,
was the guy, what was the guy's name? The red one that always said his name like in broken syllables.
fuck, I forgot, but I know who you're talking about.
The
I
little
couldn't come
samurai
up with.
guy. He was my favorite.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it's every series, and you're trying to fix like you're just fixing corruptions that happen in the world. So once I saw that, I was like, all right, just show me the unit that I want to see. Show me the unit I want to see. I saw my unit. I was like, yes, I'm playing the game. That's my
Okay,
favorite.
as long as it's not the fucking hero shooter, you're pardoned.
Nah, my favorite is from Double O, which is the main unit, which is Ezia. That's my favorite Gundam of all time. And once I saw it in the game, I was like, I'm getting it. But that's what I'm waiting for.
Okay.
Oof. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Had me worried there for a second, buddy.
No. The one I saw it, and I was like, I don't care for it. I don't. I don't care for arena fighter mech games. It's
It
been done. Yeah.
honestly, it looks like Overwatch crossed with the Transformers game, War for Cybertron,
Yeah, and it's
because
what
you
the
could
two
turn
v
into
two.
your fucking, huh?
It's like what 2v2 or like 4v4 something like
I
that.
think it's a 4v4 or 5v5, but either way, it's not
No, it's
it's
not
not
worth
looking
it.
appealing.
Mm.
It's not. What is it? It's not itchy.
That's
It's
not
not
itchy.
itchy. That's not itchy.
Oh, my chest.
All right, guys.
You know it.
Yeah, so we'll just send it here. We'll goof off after the show. And are we gonna
There
play
you go.
anything?
Yeah, well, I'm doing some Elden Ring if I can.
You know, help out Randy. We didn't get to
Yeah,
help you
Randy
out. We didn't
down.
get to help you out last time. I don't know why I couldn't find your thing. Maybe you were
You
offline.
sir,
Were you
no,
offline?
you were totally fucking no. Kevin and I were playing.
Yeah.
You were just like not there.
Because I remember I
Yeah,
tried
you.
to help you with one of the dragons,
I remember
and
that we tried
yeah.
to talk to you and you just didn't reply.
Yeah,
What are you talking
yeah.
about? No, not with you and Danny and Kevin. I'm talking about the
Oh,
last week.
oh, that like melded into one. Really?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
Remember I couldn't
I don't.
find your thing that you put down, or you couldn't find mine, I should say.
Oh, well, no, I killed the dragon of the Egg Hill Lake.
Yeah. That was the one I was
Then
gonna
I
help you with.
killed. I think I killed another.
And then you ended up wandering off and doing things on your own, so I couldn't. I didn't.
I know
We
what
just ended up doing our own thing.
I remember what Randy's up to, and I didn't want to help him because it's annoying.
Oh,
He gets so
Rodan.
down. He gets so down.
Yeah,
You got to do that on horseback. I'm not going to do that on foot with you.
I
Yeah, we could
I
do
tried
it. We could
tried
do
to face
it.
him.
I did
I
it.
tried to face him, and he hit me with an arrow like 4 or 5
You gotta
times.
run sideways the whole time. You just
I
gotta
I
run
rolled into the
sideways.
arrow.
And you got to roll sideways. You got to run sideways, and you got to summon mad people. Cause
Yeah.
No,
I ain't playing.
I saw that. Yeah.
I ain't playing roll.
I
Well,
feel bad for his horse though. He doesn't even ride his horse. He's
so
running while like sitting on the poor fucking thing.
let's talk about this. We'll talk about this off the show. I'll just end the show real quick first, and then we can continue this. So yeah, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check gamerguardians.net for links to the show, like other episodes, as well as game reviews that I do for the Coalition. That's Coalition with a K. And join us in chat. Join us live. We do it every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch. And Kevin, have you been streaming?
Hell no, bro.
Hell no.
Nah. So the reason I haven't streamed is because personal problems. And
Okay.
honestly, it was there was a flood in my house, so I
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
stream for like a while. So I was waiting for them to fix it.
Yeah.
I should stream next week. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming, but I'm probably going to do that. I haven't posted a video on YouTube in a minute, so
Yeah. Okay,
I haven't.
Kevin's got some good content though. Like he's got some good fighting game stuff, so you should check him out though.
Yeah, check me out at Boneless Bones underscore TV for Twitch, and then for YouTube it should just be Boneless Bones no underscore. And I love to see you guys over there. Hopefully, my situation gets resolved so I can start posting again. But love to see you guys over
Yeah. And Randy, as always, bye. Peace.
Bye.
Later,
there.
guys.
Ja, bye.